Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special edition of the Kelly Clarkson Show, where today we're diving deep into the heart of country music royalty with none other than the queen of country herself, Reba McEntire. The studio lights are bright, the audience is buzzing with excitement, and Kelly Clarkson, our vibrant host with her signature powerhouse voice and infectious energy, strides onto the stage in a sleek red dress that hugs her curves just right, her blonde hair cascading in loose waves that catch the light like golden threads. She's beaming, that genuine smile that lights up rooms and screens alike, as she waves to the cheering crowd, her heels clicking sharply against the polished floor. Oh my gosh, y'all, I can't believe we're here today with Reba. This woman has been my rock, my mentor, and let's be honest, one of the fiercest voices in music history. Reba, come on out. Kelly's voice booms through the speakers, warm and welcoming, as the band strikes up a soft instrumental of one of Reba's classics, Fancy, to set the tone. The audience erupts as Reba emerges from the wings, her iconic red hair styled in that perfect tousled bob, wearing a tailored black pantsuit that screams elegance with a hint of that Oklahoma fire, sequins catching the lights like stars in a night sky. She's all smiles too, waving gracefully, her diamond earrings sparkling as she makes her way to the plush white couch center stage, where Kelly joins her, the two women embracing in a hug that's equal parts sisterly affection and professional admiration. As they settle in, Kelly leans forward, her eyes sparkling with curiosity. As the show resumes after the break, the studio hums with renewed vigor, the scent of fresh coffee wafting from the green room mingling with the faint floral notes of Reba's perfume, a signature blend of jasmine and vanilla that always reminds Kelly of lazy summer afternoons on the ranch. Kelly, refreshed and radiant, sips from her ever-present mug of black coffee. No cream, no sugar, just like her no-nonsense Texas roots, before diving back in with a segue that's as smooth as aged bourbon. Welcome back, everyone. We're here with the incomparable Reba McEntire, and Reba, I have to ask, with all you've conquered, music, TV, that Broadway triumph in Annie Get Your Gun, what's next?
World domination.
The audience laughs, a wave of sound crashing over the stage, and Reba leans back, her posture relaxed yet commanding, like a lioness at rest. World domination sounds fun, but honestly, Kelly, I'm circling back to my first love. The stage, the lights, the raw connection with folks who just want to feel something real. Got a new tour shaping up, hitting those small towns where the story started, because that's where the magic lives. Kelly's eyes widen, her enthusiasm bubbling over as she claps her hands together, the sound sharp and encouraging. Yes. Take it back to the roots. That's what we need more of. And speaking of roots, let's talk family. You've built this incredible legacy, not just in music but in how you love fiercely, how you've navigated the storms of life with grace that leaves us all in awe. Here, the tone shifts ever so slightly, the air thickening like humidity before a thunderstorm, though neither woman acknowledges it yet. Reba nods, her smile softening, fingers tracing the arm of the couch absent-mindedly. The tension coils tighter now, like a spring wound too far, the studio's air conditioning humming futilely against the rising heat of emotion that radiates from the stage like a bonfire fed fresh logs. Kelly's chest rises and falls a bit quicker, her fingers gripping the edge of the couch cushion, knuckles paling under the pressure, while the audience sits frozen, a sea of wide eyes and parted lips, some hands clasped over mouths in anticipatory shock. Reba, ever the picture of poise, uncrosses her legs deliberately, planting both feet on the floor as if grounding herself in the moment, her voice steady but laced with that Oklahoma steel.
Radio silence.
Oh honey, that wasn't silence. It was space.
Space for you to wail, for me to sort through my wreckage without dragging you deeper into the fray.
Narvel's firm managed us both for years. When it all blew up, I had to choose sides, but not at your expense. I chose peace for all of us. Kelly shakes her head, blonde strands swaying like pendulums marking the swing of unresolved anger, her voice rising just a notch, carrying the timbre of someone who's sung through tears too many times. Peace. Reba, there was no peace in those courtrooms, no peace when I had to testify about the gaslighting, the way he'd twist words until I doubted my own sanity. And you, with your public statements calling it a family matter, you made it sound like I was the villain walking away from a fairy tale. Do you know how that felt? Like salt in an open wound from the one person I looked up to most. The words land sharply, each one a dart finding its mark, and Reba winces visibly, her hand rising to her throat as if to steady her breath, the diamond necklace they're catching a stray light and fracturing it into rainbows that belie the storm brewing. Whispers erupt from the audience, a low buzz like bees disturbed, as the director signals frantically from the control booth. But the host presses on, her eyes locked on Reba's, unyielding. In the heartbeat of silence that follows, the studio feels smaller, walls closing in like the embrace of an old friend turned stranger, the air thick with the salt of impending tears and the faint metallic tang of microphone feedback waiting to happen. Kelly's gaze holds Reba's, a storm of blue on blue, years of shared spotlights now dimmed by the shadows of betrayal, her fingers unclenching from the couch to gesture wildly, as if conducting an orchestra of pent-up fury. Forgive. Reba, forgiveness isn't a light switch. It's a damn marathon, and I've been lapping the track alone while you watched from the sidelines, cheering for the other team. Remember that deposition? When his lawyers dragged my name through the mud, claiming I was unstable, a diva who couldn't handle the pressure. And there you were, in the tabloids, saying, families stick together, like my pain was just collateral damage in your perfect narrative. The accusation slices through, sharp as a fiddle string snapping, and Reba recoils as if struck, her hand flying to her chest, clutching the fabric of her jacket where her heart hammers beneath. Gasps ripple outward from the audience, a collective intake that fuels the fire, phones discreetly raised to capture the unraveling in shaky video, destined for viral eternity. Reba's voice emerges hoarse, laced with the gravel of regret, eyes darting to the floor before stealing back to Kelly's. The tabloids twisted my words, darlin'. I never called you unstable. Hell, you're the steadiest soul I know, building an empire from scratch while raising miracles. What I said was about blood, about not airing dirty laundry, but I see now how it landed like a boot on your neck. I'm sorry. God, I'm so sorry. For not fighting louder, for not storming those courtrooms with you, torch in hand. The standoff persists, a tableau vivant of turmoil under the unrelenting glare of studio lamps that mimic a confessional's harsh truth, sweat beading subtly on Kelly's brow, mingling with the remnants of her setting spray, while Reba's stance softens, shoulders curving inward as if bearing an invisible yoke of years. Kelly's breath hitches, a ragged sound caught by the lav mic, her eyes searching Reba's face for the authenticity she's craved since the divorce papers yellowed in a drawer. Prove it. How, Reba? By rewriting history, by pretending the emails I found, those ones where he bragged to his dad about handling me, about using our marriage as leverage for your deals, never happened? You saw the good, fine, but I lived the dark, the manipulations that left me questioning every choice. The specificity stings, Reba's eyes widening in recognition, color draining from her cheeks as the ghost of those leaked documents haunts the air, audience members exchanging furtive glances, the scandal's echoes reverberating. Reba's voice emerges small, stripped bare, hands trembling as they clasp and unclasp. I saw glimpses, Kelly, enough to confront him, to beg him to come clean, but he swore it was bluster, boyish bravado gone wrong. I wanted to believe the son I raised, not the monster he became. Foolish. God, yes. But blind loyalty's my curse, same as your fierce heart is your strength. Kelly paces now, a caged tiger in heels, the click-clack echoing like accusations, her arms crossing defensively over her chest, voice a torrent unleashed. Bluster. It cost me everything. My home, my stability, half my earnings funneled into his pockets while he wined and dined assistants. And you, with your management ties through Narvel, you could have spoken up, could have said, this ain't right. But instead, it was crickets.